And what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another Geek Essentials video. I'm Shaner123, and today we're going to be reviewing the Steam controller. As promised, I have done my best to put this thing through the ringer, and I have some interesting results that may help you along the way with your Steam controller or the decision to purchase one. First thing is, this is a very interesting piece of gaming hardware. If you have one, it's not worth getting rid of because for the simple fact, it's an interesting piece of gaming hardware. This is something that I think PC gamers have waited a long time for, a proprietary controller for your PC. And after you adapt to the trackpads and these buttons on the back here, it's really, so far, a pleasurable experience. So to clarify some of the things I did in the unboxing that I wasn't sure of, I've had time to, test some things out and look up some things. When I popped off this compartment like that, well, it's like, wow, I don't think I was supposed to do that, because there's buttons back here. I didn't think this would come off. But the batteries go right here in the handle. Mine, personally, doesn't have batteries because when I'm playing on my PC, I don't mind a wired controller. I have tested out the dongle that you get with it and, the wireless feature, and there's no input lag or anything like that. It's really not that bad. So some of the games that I have put this thing through, was H1Z1. Really not a game you're going to want to play with any kind of controller, even if it's a Steam controller. That game will never be comfortable with anything other than a mouse and keyboard. So this controller, definitely not for games like H1Z1. Some more games I tried was like Rocket League, Warface, some FPSs. This controller works great with FPSs. Everyone says it's just as accurate as a mouse and keyboard, and I gotta say, it's pretty damn close once you get used to this trackpad, because you're really not using this one so much in FPSs. But as far as this one, once you get used to dragging your thumb around it, it's really not that bad. Now with Rocket League, I personally had to remap the controls a little bit because these back here, without even realizing, you're holding the controller and you will press them from time to time. Well, one of them was the handbrake and one of them jumped. It was throwing my game all off. So with these back here, if you're not used to them, you're gonna want to remap the controls a little bit. But all in all, this is really not that bad of a deal. 50 bucks, and it's, like I said, if nothing else, it's an interesting piece of gaming hardware. It's not too uncomfortable. Once you get used to it, it's like second nature. And the Steam community sets up different profiles for your Steam controller where, it makes it a little more comfortable for you. So, like I said, really not that bad of a deal. I'm happy with my purchase. I'm not getting rid of this thing. This is kind of, in some ways, for some games, a lifesaver, if you don't feel like using your mouse and keyboard or sitting very close to your PC to do so. So, if I were to give it a score out of 10, I would say 7. And it being an interesting piece of gaming hardware pushes it quite a long way. I mean, this is something that I don't think will ever be duplicated, and definitely not live up to the standards that is the Steam controller. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me because it does look awkward. It does look like it's hard to get used to, but it's really not that bad. You guys should go give this a try. Find a friend that has one and try it. After 30, 45 minutes of playing with it, it's just like getting used to PS4 or Xbox One. It's really not that bad. So guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Please make sure to rate the video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to come apply to the Geek Essentials Network. I'm Shaner123, and I'll catch you in the next one.